You mentioned not talking about the specifics of your offer. If you're providing coaching and mentorship, social skills, dating niche, does this depend on what your offer is? How much specifics of the offer should you say? The tangibles and deliverables. So it depends. Like on a strategy session, barely anything. You just keep it high level, because you know that if the person on the other end of the call wants any detail, they'll ask for it. And then when they ask for it, you can give it. And so we keep it high level, and then we let them probe where they want to go, and then we provide whatever detail they want. But it's important in the initial phase that we don't go into the detail, because we don't know what they want. And so that's why we do that. So it's got nothing to do with what niche or whatever. It's just because we're on a strategy session, and we have the luxury of a strategy session being interactive. So why I recommend everyone do strategy sessions, because man, it is so easy compared to selling someone with a static webinar and a static sales page. So what I have to do with Accelerator, I got to put people through a webinar and then make them buy. I mean, put it this way, I got to teach people who haven't even thought about starting a business to first of all decide I want to start a business. Then I got to convince them that it's a consulting business, and then I got to convince them that they want it so bad that they're going to pay me to learn how to do it. That's a lot of hoops to jump through, and I got to do it all without talking to them. So when it comes to a static webinar and a static sales page and trying to pull something like that off, you can't do it unless you've got all the experience from the phone calls. Because the way I can do it on that is by drawing from all of the knowledge that I got from doing like 3,000 strategy sessions. Those calls taught me everything that I needed to do to make that happen. And, you know, David Ogilvy says this too. He says that all advertising is salesmanship in print. And David Ogilvy was actually the best oven salesperson in the entire company. So he sold ovens, conventional household ovens, to people by knocking on their door. He would literally just door knock, walk house to house, and sell people ovens. And he got so good at it that he was the #1 sales rep for that company, that they actually got him to start teaching other people how he was selling these ovens. And he did it so well that the company paid him to make a handbook to give to the other guys to show them how to sell the damn things. And then that handbook was so good that all of these other companies were paying ridiculous amounts of money to get their hands on that handbook. And then some Madison Avenue companies got their hands on that notebook. And then they were like, who is this guy? We need to hire him right now. So they did. That's how he got into Madison Avenue. And then they didn't really know that they led a wolf into the hen house, because he was so good that before long, he was getting all the clients for the entire advertising agency. He was the #1 person in the whole ad agency. And he was so good that he decided to quit and start his own one, and then all the clients went with him. And then he just annihilated the entire advertising industry. So that shows you again that all of this stuff starts from, you know, learning how to sell, getting on those strategy sessions, selling people. Once you get good at that, then you can start going up to the next levels. But until you really master that, you can't really advance. Because, and what he said, Ogilvy said, is all advertising is salesmanship in print. Like, you just got to find out how to sell it normally to a person, face to face, over the phone, door to door, whatever, and then just simulate that, simulate those dynamics and that experience in print or on a webinar or on a Facebook ad or whatever. All you're doing is simulating it. And you can only know how to simulate it when you've done it normally.